Hey everyone. Uh, so I'm back to live streaming thanks to now another platform. So I'm using Restream now because my experiment with Riverside was not that good. Didn't this platform had so many issues. So let me just open the chat. Where's the chat? So I'm just getting familiar with the UI. Uh, hey, Pradyumna. Thanks for joining. Yeah. So but like I'm just trying it for a month because last time I tried Restream, I remember like before, like it was 2 years ago, and it was really bad. I mean, it was horrible. I had to like get my refund within 2 weeks. I literally told them just shut down this platform. It's so bad. And then never tried it again. But with StreamYard becoming so expensive, and it's hard to keep using StreamYard, right? I mean, it doesn't make sense. They just keep increasing the price, and uh, all the features which is useful is not included in that. So yeah, I'm back. Let's see how Restream works. But anyways, if this experiment goes well, I'll be using it for next week as well. So Angular 20 is going to be released. Yeah. So Angular 20 is going to be released on 29th. I think the date is already announced. And I'm hosting a watch party. So what basically we will be doing is we will join on stream. So Jerome already posted about it. Angular team already posted about it. Hey, Ketan, thanks for joining. So we will be joining live stream, and then we'll go through like all the new features which are included in Angular 20. So far there are some live streams, or you can say watch parties, which is happening across. There is one in Italy, which is being organized by NGO. Then there are some Angular meetup. Then my friend Hassan, he's doing one. So yeah, do join the watch party. I'm good, Devin. Thank you. Thank you so much. Yep. I've been running. So yeah, I started doing this running last year. Now, few already like 2 marathons. Now doing another one probably next month. I am exactly almost 30, 35, 38 days basically. So 29 June, I'm doing one in Hamburg. It's like the big marathon. Let's see, Hamburg half marathon. So this is almost 12 or 14,000 people will be there in this one days. So let's see how it goes. It will be great. Is left to do cycling. Awesome. Yeah, and you should keep yourself active. Whatever sports you like, just do it. So yeah, let's see. My target is to do it in 2 hours 10 minutes, because my last half marathon was 2 hours 12 minutes, way beyond what I expected. I've because I was expecting like maybe 2 hours and 2 hours 30 minutes, but maybe the weather was nice that day, and didn't burn out like really fast. I was able to maintain my pace and then still do it. So 2 hours 12 minutes was a good time. And now let's see if I can increase it by 2 minutes. Because in running, this is yeah, I'm talking about running now, but this is an interesting fact in running. So when I started running, I was like, okay, I was taking my time. I was not concentrating on like how much, what is my pace. Of course, then I bought this watch, the Garmin one, so that I started capturing all the stats. And then the, when I did my first 5K, I was like, hey, it looks like you're in. Oh, so Prathiman is saying, oh, so internet connection. I know I'm still using on it. I'm still on my LAN, So this is something which is better in Riverside. I never faced any issues, even though same internet. So maybe if they fix the issues, then I can probably go back and use Riverside. It was, yeah, Strava is nice. So of course, Strava can give you stats, but you have to like take your mobile and run, right? So that's I don't like it. When I run, I just go out, run. I don't carry anything, no mobile, nothing. I don't like to hear songs. I just like want to concentrate or like forget anything, everything. Don't. I know like a lot of people, a lot of my friends actually do this, that they listen to podcast. And I was on Tejas podcast on Tejas, and we were talking about it. So Tejas was saying he listens to podcasts. I was like, I don't listen to anything. Like I'll just like to go out, run, enjoy it, and then come back empty-minded, not thinking about anything, free myself. And I think mobile is one of the distractions, so I don't carry it. And then, of course, I sync it after coming back home in Strava. I still use Strava, just like to interact with the everyone, right? All my friends are on Strava. But yeah, this is nice. So I just use my Garmin watch to track everything. And then when I did my 5K, I was like, oh, I'm. I think it took when I completed it in 30 minutes. So this is the biggest myth I had, right, in my mind. So I said, oh, 30 minutes, I can do 5K. So probably I can do 10K in 1 hour. And then I started preparing for it. And one day I said, like, let's do 10K. And believe me, after 8 kilometers, I was like, no, I cannot run. The only reason I had to complete 10K was because I had to come back home. I mean, I was like in middle of nowhere. And then I was like just pushing myself to complete and come back home. And then I realized how wrong I was. Like, I mean, always don't overestimate. That's something which I learned that day. So I started like and then I ended up doing like 10K in 54 minutes. And I was like, oh, 54 minutes is good. That's my best time so far in 10K. And then I said, okay, let's aim higher. And then I remember I did my first 15K in 1 hour, 30 minutes. That means almost 90 minutes. And then, yeah, I think now I know, like, I know my body. So I think this happens over the period of time where you learn about uh, body behaves. Yeah, Ketan. I mean, so that's what, right? I don't like to carry it. Just the only thing which I carry is like my hydration pack, because if you're doing long runs, you need hydration, especially in summer. Now it's very dry out here. Today was the weather was really bad. It was like very cloudy, but generally in summer it's like very dry. So I did like I went for a run one day and then forgot my hydration pack. I had to just like complete 8K and come back home. I was thinking about doing 10K that day, but like it was just too extreme without like, without hydration pack. But yeah, enough about my runnings and sports. But yeah, if you get time, please do some sports, become active. You need that. Um, so this week I was actually thinking about working on my side project, which is actually devswhorun.dev. And maybe if you're interested, you can also join the Discord server. It's right now only for runners. Mostly people are sharing about like their Strava profile and then what runs they do. I'm just trying to build that community. So we have 103 people right now, and but yeah, and the goal is not only to do something related to running. I mean, we can include all the sports. The idea behind Devs Who Run um, is actually getting involved in all the conferences and meetups which happens across the world. So let's say if I'm going to any conference, I can just schedule, or I can maybe like create an event. Like, okay, going for cycling or going for running or any sports, right? So you can create a group, and then okay, you can invite few people and see like how many people are interested, and then you can go together. Of course, to make sure not we are not breaking any laws, so we are trying to be very very respective of that okay, it's not like 100 people are going to run in a, because conferences, right? I mean, there are like hundreds, thousand people sometimes come to big conferences. So small groups, so you can create small groups and then you can always go for a run or cycling. Apart from conferences, of course, you can just do it in your city, right? You can just invite all the developers who are interested in just going for, let's say, run or cycling or walk. So yeah, cool. I start. Okay, I already see that there is some internet issue which is there. Yeah, I think yeah, the platform is still not that good. And I never faced this with StreamYard or even with Riverside. But yeah, let's see. I'm just purchased it. Just subscription is per month. Yeah, but the idea is, of course, we want to actually go ahead and build this platform. And this week, I wanted to do that. So I wanted to working on this. Right now, we just have homepage, nothing else. And then we are thinking about like changing some stacks. The initial choice was, of course, doing our backend in .NET, but yeah, there are a lot of issues related to .NET deployment. I think you need to use Azure, and there's no platform where you can deploy it easily. So we decided to change it. So we will probably go with Nest.js as a backend and Angular as front end, and then we'll use Apprite APIs. It's free for open source projects, and we are planning to keep it free. So Apprite is the perfect choice for artists. So let's see. And there are so many APIs. So for passion projects, it's free. Expecting this project to grow like in a day, right? And so we have one database, one bucket, even functions, 5 functions per projects, and we can have 75,000 monthly active users as well. So yeah, this looks good enough for our case. So that's what we are going to do. And using NX for managing our monorepo because we want to have NCS as server side for server side, and front end will be Angular. So yeah, so first thing which we will do today, the new repository where I can just create all the projects. So I know this is not what we want, but we can, there is an Angular RS pack thing. Nice. In case you haven't started yet, nx.dev is an amazing build tool. Just go ahead and give it a start. It supports an React, Angular, and Vue out of the box. Even backend technologies like .NET. Yeah, Nit, thanks for joining. So backend technologies like you have Node, Next, like which is like server-side framework basically. So you can use anything you like. So let's get a new workspace. So I'm just okay. Yeah. I think this is due to network issue, but because I'm trying this new platform, this is Restream. I mean, Riverside was nice. Never faced any internet issue or any issues related to audio and video. I think I heard from even Pradhiman was saying the same that the voice and video is having an issue. So Ketan says NX is mainly used for Angular multiple projects or different projects Angular with NSTC. Not only Angular, Ketan. So it's platform and technology independent. So you can actually use anything like even React, Vue, Next, um, with like whatever can you like. For example, you can also have .NET, you can have Java. They do support any technology and any framework. There are plugins for Go, Rust. So you use whatever you want. I think so. This is something which is very common that people associate actually NX with Angular, because when NX was launched, it was Angular specific. So it was Angular only, because the whole idea behind NX actually came from the team, uh, or the people who worked on Angular, right? So this the founders, uh, they were like working on Angular team. So when they left the team, they started with the idea of like having this mono repos, and then the first support was added for Angular because they were Angular developers, right? And then over the years, it has changed, but people still think that okay, it's only an Angular's thing. So it's not true. But yeah, let's create a new workspace. So I want to create a new monorepo where I can create a new Angular project and a new Nest.js for my backend. Is it still breaking the voice? Okay, so NPX create an X workspace. I can create one, and I'll be using the latest version. So now Angular 20 will be ready in few days. So and so run. So this will be my organization. I want an Angular. So you can create a standalone and integrate it. So against multiple projects, I'll go with this one. Mm, what should I do? Yeah, so let's say front end. Let's say. I mean, yeah, very bad name, but what I want to use, let's use RS Pack. SAS. Do you want to enable server-side rendering? Let's not make it complicated for now. Let's make it no. Oh, it supports vtest. Let's go ahead and use vtest. I'll use Playwright. Okay. And CI provider would you like to use? So GitHub action, let's set it. So I have everything now, like with the new NX monorepo. I just did like my unit test framework, my end-to-end test framework, even what kind of CI I want to use, because NX has something called NX Cloud, which is for distributed caching. So I can use it for free because this is going to be open source, and you can just install it and start using for your own projects. So free for open source, and I think for small companies as well, if you have small organizations, NX is not free, but it gives you some credits. Sorry. So Ketan says most of the production project use Linux with Angular mainly, what is same. Yeah, because yeah, as I said, like when it was launched, it was Angular specific thing. So a lot of Angular projects started using it. Even I have migrated few of my customers actually on NX when I started. So my first project on NX, or the migration on NX was in 2020. I remember like because there was an requirement that um, we have already had something called storefront. So the requirement was we wanted to have use like some of the components which are we had built across multiple storefronts, right? So the project which was created was I think BMW or someone, or there was some car company. So just in case like we want to create the same stuff for a new client, we have to actually copy this entire project, which is of course not an ideal thing to do, right? A lot of companies do that. I have done that like in era of .NET. Um, we used to actually we had like multiple customers as bank, and we used to use .NET, ASP.NET, and then I never liked that approach. That whenever new customer comes in, we used to create the entire project with all the bugs. So even like we were just copy pasting bugs mostly because it was code base was so yucky. Voice breaking and so okay. So the experiment with Restream is not going really great. I think this platform sucks still. So I'm really sorry. I mean, I was not expecting. Yeah, I do that. So in that case, I won't be able to do it on YouTube. That's the problem. But yeah, thanks for sharing this. Like, I thought like it should work. I'm still figuring out the platform. That's why I just because I don't have any option for trying out Restream, like just a trial period like thing. So I paid like 20 or 19 euros or $19 actually just to try it for a month. But yeah, it takes like a lot of time building. Ketan, I mean, this is something. This is the problem which actually NX solves. So I'm just wondering why you think that NX takes a lot of time in building. Maybe you are not using the cache, right? So if you're not using the cache on CI, yes, that's a problem. So that's where NX Cloud comes into the picture. So NX Cloud can have your cache on CI, so you don't build the same stuff again and again. If you have a lot of projects, I think going with NX Cloud is the best solution. Otherwise, of course, you will build everything, which is not ideal. On local, of course, it's fine because you use your local cache, but on CI, I think you need NX Cloud. So I'm still figuring out like the new platform to use for live streaming, just in case anyone knows better. I know I'm just checking his friends um, and know anything, Pradyuman, Ketan. This one. Oh, no, it's not building. It's actually creating the workspace. I'm not sure why, because maybe due to the internet connection, because it's installing all the packages, right? It's my network. It's my internet. It has nothing to do with like building the NX part. I thought like you're talking about in general. And now let's see. Let's cancel this. Creating your workspace should not take this much time. Okay, devs run. So let's move. So Ketan says on speed, yep, you have better internet than me. So well, the internet in Germany is like not very good. I still, you know, like in India, we used to. So I think in India now, in mostly right, at least you have fiber, but in Germany it's still not the case. So yeah, Riverside. I'm I'm done with this platform in a day. A lot of time. see. Okay. So of course, like this node installation is not done. That's like, come on, rectangular. Oh, so oh, fine, 100 Mbps. Yeah, I have 100 Mbps, so it's very slow. I mean, so I'm even not able to play this entire mono on this thing. Let's see what it does. And yeah, even this very well not really restream. I thought only I think this was something which was better on Riverside on extreme this sucks. Yeah, so DOS state. Yeah, with Linux actually you can install Linux console, which will actually help you with all the commands. We can see all the projects in your monorepo and some common Linux commands which you can execute. But right now it's nothing. There is no workspace. Let's see if I can update. So installing Linux into an existing repository. And now actually you can also migrate any project. If even if you have a React project, you can migrate it to Linux. And if you are using, there's another, yeah, even for Woo, I think they have first class support for Woo. Next, yeah, next. Still updating. Next edit suggestion by default in this code chat content instruction file. So okay, you can add instructions. Okay. So for UK, then probably you also got a project, right? A project called front end, which is missing in my case. Currently logged in user. keeps dropping the connection. Seriously. So because the only good thing about these online platforms is it maintains your internet connection at least, and with the restream, it's so bad. It shouldn't be using this. But what we stream now, right? Okay, so let's see. Generate. I can probably generate a new project. And something wrong with the next console config. Uh, why didn't choose? Because generally it should work. Let's see. There's something install. Then I can use generate UI project from here. So I can see create a new but first installed. Packages are installed. I configured in this. Configuring one outside. I mean, with console, what do you mean? Was your application created somewhere else or good? No. You should be, this what as what Ketan is saying. So the dev side, front end, and end to end test. The end to end your playwright. So you will have all the setups, all the configuration already available, which is missing here because of my npm install taking ages. Okay, 22.15, it's latest one. And yes, so we can actually just create a new application with preset nest, but we can also for, yeah, create a new application, and then you can nest app, and then you can give the path create libraries. Okay, this is for libraries, nest generators. Yeah. Nest is like mostly familiar or similar to what Angular is. Yeah. So finally, npm install is done. Let's go back, generate UI. Let's create a new application. Even the UI is so slow. If I click on a chat, it takes like few seconds to actually appear on the screen. Creates an application. Okay, so I can do it from this console as well now. So I'd say apps directory. Let's create in the apps directory apps slash content, and I can say this is devs. Mm, should I name something else? Devswhorun. Yeah, for now, I think it's fine. And then I don't want to use ES build. I just want to use RSPack. Let's see. Enable routing for the application. Yes. Standalone. Yep. Use standalone. Do I need Tailwind? No, it's okay. Backend project. Yeah. I need a backend project. So backend project that provides data to this application. Oh, so if I have one backend project, so E2E player, I'll just use standalone is true. Tailwind, no, I don't need Tailwind. Runner is playwright. Inline style, no, it's okay. Inline template, no, fine. Printer, use length. And prefix, I'm just checking for, oh, where is the test runner? So strict is true. Tags unit test runner. Yes, I want to use test because I've heard good things about it. And nice. So let's see. Okay. So this is the final command which should execute. So yeah, bundler spec, I think most of the things are default. Now I can create one and it should be created inside apps slash front end. Let's see. With dry run, it will give you some idea. Okay. Should execute fine once you hit the generate button. Or dry run. I don't know why. Okay, let's generate. The only thing which is better this time on Restream is less. Last time when it was dropping the connection, it was actually disconnecting the entire stream. I'm not sure if that's still the case on social media. So that issue, but yeah, this is not done. I mean, the lagging on in these videos, even UI, it's sucks. We should Angular 19 project for now because yeah, Angular 20 will be released soon. So okay, so apps front end. Oh, okay. So still wondering if it okay, so it takes directory and name is ignored. Okay, that's in project. Just devswhorun, but it was created inside this front. That's fine. I don't care much. Let's create the nest case. So I'll just go back to UI and I'll add a back. Use this, generate UI. And let's search for nest. Oh, it's not available. So I have to add a dependency. So I can say I need nest and it's nest plugin, nest contains generators. Okay, well, this is what I need. Okay, let's use the latest one. And then now it will add the nest support for my mono repo. And the migrate command from here. So as right now I'm on the latest version, but let's say if there's a new version of Angular or version of Nest, Next adds migration Next not automatically, but yes, Next adds the migrations. So I can run it from here. Go ahead and say, hey, just NX migrate everything latest version, and it just migrates everything. It can also migrate to a React project, Vue project, all the frameworks it does the migration whenever. Let's say if you're adding or if you're providing a plugin, you add the migration. So it supports the plugin ecosystem, right? So you can just have your own plugin keeps providing the new migrations in with new features or a new migration, new APIs. You can just do that. So I can see the projects here, so I can also run some tasks, for example, lint test, and I can also serve same for E2E. I can run E2E, linting and E2E using the UI or use run this one if you know. Just in case you're online, are you still seeing this lagging on in the voice and video? Apparently, I'll go back to Riverside. On at least I can schedule one stream at a time, but at least live stream part can. Now I'm frustrated. Oh, it's hanging, actually hanging around. Yeah, I think I'll finish this three streams and then probably cancel this subscription. And maybe I think from Riverside and Restream, I think Riverside was at least better in audio and video quality and maintaining my internet connection. The only problem is scheduling, which I think I can manage. What software gamers? Actually, many of them use OBS, which is nice in case you don't want to have your own or you don't want to maintain your own setup. So gamers mostly use OBS. A lot of live streamers actually. The only problem is for me. I think I'm not that much into configurations and everything. Maybe I should time. Yeah, OBS, mostly OBS. So I think I should time setting up my OBS installed. I used it. I used to actually use OBS. Um, the one restriction which is there in OBS is you cannot do like live stream by having guests because OBS is a local, right? A local software which you install and then you connect your social media. That's another restriction is you cannot have stream to multiple. I think that's supported now with plugins, but you have to do like all the configuration, support streaming on multi platforms. So those are few things which I want to avoid actually. But if you are doing um, one platform, I think yeah, or maybe I should explore the new one. That's where I mean I really StreamYard was nice. It never gave me any issues, even with the live streams. It was like smooth. But okay. So we created a new. We added support for Nest. Now let's do init. So it will come. Is OBS free? Yes, OBS is free and open source. It's good for recording local videos as well. I think when I did my Angular course, it was recorded using OBS because it was yeah, it requires some configuration, but once you're done with that, you can just start recording your videos locally. It's not an overkill, right? I think for local recording, I think anything should work. And you can also do high quality video recording. If you're doing it locally, you can change to whatever frame rate you want. So even 4K. If you if you have a better camera with 4K support, then yeah. Okay, so let's see. We added support for Nest framework. Have you? I mean, for local setting, what do you mean? OBS or let's see. I can do a new application, create a Nest application. Okay, then I can say apps. Okay. Let's see the different things which exist. I haven't created this in a long time. So what you have directory, application directory. So it will create this in app. No, I don't want that. Name is this. Ah, local video recording. Okay. And this should be devswhorun. Let's see how it looks like. It's a lot of work, right? I mean, that's the thing. And then I don't, yeah, this is my Windows laptop, which I generally don't use until I have to do my live streams and live coding. Okay, so author dependencies, Nest application dependencies. Can I select something? No. Um, is there an option for front end? I remember there used to be an option actually. Nest application development dependencies, Nest application description, Nest application dependencies, language. What is this language? In TypeScript, right? So it's default package manager and spec. Okay, spec Nest application strict with TypeScript strict mode, which is disabled. Interesting. Then why enable it? So looks good. Apps backend devswhorun. This is where the Nest application will be created. So let's go ahead and generate. Worried about my part. I should do that. So uh, look at that. So okay, anyways, backend development. Yeah, I mean that's not a problem. I think the problem is for now I have already scheduled this live stream and have scheduled it using the restream, and now we all know that how buggy it is. So yep, that's the problem. Well, this okay. So my event backend project is created. So front and backend is ready to be used. So great. So in almost 1 hour, we were able to set up a new monorepo with a front end project using Angular, 19. I think, yeah, let's see. We should have all the dependencies here. Yep. Angular 19, and then a new backend project using Nest. So we are using Nest.js for what is the version of Nest? Oh, so it has the next Nest, and that's 21.1. Okay, perfect. So enough for today. I think um, now I just need to push this repository on my GitHub so we can start working on it and start adding new features. But if you're interested in building it together, let me know. And my friend here, Sashi. So we are going to build this platform for all the developers where we can schedule or plan some activities together, go for a run, go for cycling, go for whatever you want. Yeah. So thank you for joining everyone. Thank you for hanging out, even though the internet had some issues, the platform had issues, but yeah, I'll see you tomorrow because I have scheduled one stream for tomorrow, and then I'll be doing Angular watch party on 29th May. So at least we have some time to figure out. Maybe I can see if I can uh, free up my internet connection to make it better, but I don't expect it to happen. But I'll see you anyways. So bye. Thanks for hanging out, and I'll see you later.